Hey guys, how's it going? So I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video. I've been super busy. And with that being said, it kind of brought to light that today is Wednesday, so it made me think that I wanted to post a video for Wellness Wednesday. Like I said, I've been extremely busy and I've had a lot going on. I got a promotion at work. I landed a job teaching yoga. So I'm just really right now, I'm trying to find balance in my own life with my new role at work and my full time job, my new role in the yoga world. I'm really wanting to aspire to, get as many yoga teaching jobs as I can. Um, but I'm also needing to find time for myself, time for my dogs, time for my relationship, time for my family. So, like I said, I'm having a really hard time just trying to balance all of this out. And last week I was a complete crazy person. So it just kind of made me think about just some simple tips for mental health awareness. A lot of us tend to ignore these things. We think, oh, I'll be fine, or oh, it'll go away. But the truth is, we all know it's not going to go away. Like it might, momentarily, maybe even a few months, but it's always going to come back. And we know this. And as human beings, it's just a really hard lesson for us to learn for whatever reason that, you know, things are going to get crazy and we're not going to deal with them. And we think that it's just going to work out on its own, but it doesn't, because we have to, we all know you have to work on these things. You have to want your life to be better, to be more fulfilling. These things don't just happen on their own. They happen because you make them happen. You manifest them. And so with that being said, it is Wednesday. So I decided I would do a little Wellness Wednesday. And today, what I was thinking is, me personally, I know when I'm about to just kind of be like really crazy person. I get grouchy. I'm generally a pretty good spirited individual most of the time, but I will get super grouchy and I don't know why. And things really start to annoy me, or, I start to think really ugly thoughts in my head. That I wouldn't normally think, or little things will really start to bother me. Like, say someone cuts me off in traffic and I'm just like, oh my God, like it's like the worst thing that could possibly happen to me, which is completely untrue. Someone cutting you off is, if that's the worst thing that happens to you all day, like you should consider yourself pretty lucky, so I notice that I tend to let these things just really get under my skin. And time and time again, I will ignore them. I'm like, oh no, nothing. It's nothing. Everything is completely fine. And then lo and behold, it's not fine. Like I'm stressed about this or that or whatever. This time it just happened to be that I was not balancing myself, my life, my daily needs, me, my job, my relationships. So, pay attention to those red flags. Like, our brains are way smarter than we think that we are, and they're way smarter than we'll ever know. So pay attention to those red flags. Even if it's something as simple as like this, you just get a sheet of paper and you write it down. I'm grouchy today and I don't know why. That's it. Or you can even extend it out to, getting a journal. Write in your journal. Even if you think you have nothing to say, I guarantee you, once you sit down with that piece of paper and let your mind do what it needs to do, it will come out and your hand will hurt. And before you know it, you've written 5 sheets and you're like, oh, holy crap, I really did have a lot of stuff to say. So, just get it out of here and onto here. Just that alone is going to make you feel better. Even if you think, oh, I don't have any reason to be stressed, or I'm not stressed about anything. It's not true. There is something. And if you work to find it, you'll find it and you will combat this. And then the next thing I wrote was taking time out for yourself. I am horrible about this. I will go weeks and weeks without taking out any time for myself. I work 40 hours a week. I also teach yoga. I have a boyfriend. I love to cook, so I do all of the cooking. I have 2 dogs, so I want to take care of my dogs. And then I want to take time out for myself. It is considered, exercise is considered taking time out for yourself, but I'm talking more along the lines of doing something that you want to do, that's not a chore that has to do with the house. We have this long list that we make ourselves all the time, this long to-do list, but where on that list does it ever fall to do something for yourself? Like, does the word me pop up on your list? Maybe. It probably does, but it's probably at the very bottom. You might have 20 things that you need to do, and at the very bottom it says, go get a massage, go get a manicure, go get a pedicure, go for a run. And our logic is, oh, well, I don't have time, or I have to get all of these things done. I have to get these things done. Bullshit. Excuse my language. You do have to get those things done, but you're not going to get them done when you're complete bananas inside your brain because you can't function. You're completely stressed to the max. You don't know what is going on. You're grouchy about everything. You're being hateful. You're thinking negative thoughts. Like, you cannot give from an empty cup. You just can't. You can't pour an empty cup. If there's no water in the cup, you can't pour water out of the cup. So stop trying to pour from an empty cup. Go get that manicure. Go get that pedicure. Go get your massage. Go to yoga. Go for a walk by yourself without your dogs, or your kids, or your husband, or your wife, or whoever it is. Go do something for just you. So when I was feeling like a crazy person, I'm thinking like, oh, I need to do this. There's laundry and the house needs to be cleaned and I have to do this for work and that for work. And I need to figure out my flow for the week. I need to pick out a playlist. And I'm just like, I've got to do all these things and then I'll go get my massage. Then I'll go get my manicure and pedicure. You know what I did? I went and did what I needed to do. I went and got my mani-pedi. And instead of doing all of the chores that I needed to do in the house, I went and repotted some plants that I wanted to repot because I wanted to repot them. They needed to be repot. And you can't even imagine how much better I felt just from doing that little thing for myself. Just taking that time out to do something that I wanted to do that wasn't on a must-have to-do list. It was just something that I wanted to do. And it brought me so much joy. And I felt so much better. And then you know what, after that? I got my list done. I got my to-do list done. I got all of the stuff I needed to do for work. I figured out a playlist. I got my flow together. And I was so much more clear-headed and so much happier. Oops, I'm in my car and I just honked my horn. I was so much more clear-headed and happier to do what I was doing because I just took that time for myself. So just take that time for yourself. A lot of people are under the misconception that if you admit that there's something wrong or that you're stressed out, that means you're weak. And I mean, I don't know who made that up, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means that you're smart and that you're brave and that you're putting yourself first, which is 90% of the population does not know how to put themselves first. There's nothing selfish about putting yourself first. Put yourself first. So I'm going to leave you with this little grounding exercise that I found, and I think it's pretty cool. So there's 6 steps. The first thing is to take 6 deep breaths. And I mean, so deep inhales and then equal exhales. 6 total. And then 5 things that you can see. Stop. Take a look around the room. Take a look around wherever you are and acknowledge 5 things that you can see. Number 4, find 4 things that you can feel. Either touch them or look at them and think, if I were to touch that bush over there, I bet it would feel kind of prickly. Or if I touch that carpet, it's going to feel, kind of soft. Or if I touch my coffee mug, it's going to feel like cold ceramic. 3, find 3 things that you can hear. Stop, pay attention, listen. What do you hear? 2, find 2 things that you can smell and think about what they smell like. You see your cup of coffee. How good does coffee smell? Anything, maybe your dogs are around and they don't smell good or something. I don't know. Just find 2 things you can smell. And then the last thing, find something that you can taste and go taste it. Go get yourself a banana or, drink your coffee or whatever, your water, something. Just do these 6 grounding exercises to just put yourself back in right now. A big part of why we're so stressed out is because we have so much to do and we let it take control of our lives. When we're the ones who have control, not the stress, not the to-do list, we have the control. So just focus on where you are right now. You're not at work, so you can't check those emails. You can't get that project done. Or you're at work, you can't do that grocery shopping. You can't fold that laundry. So get away from there. That's not where you are. You're right here. Focus where you are right now, because chances are you're probably missing out on things that you don't need to be missing out on because you're too busy thinking about the past or thinking about the future. And as a result, you're ignoring the present. So that's all I have to say. I hope it helps. And okay, yeah. Have a good day. Bye, guys.